nishikilie, niongoze mbali na waovu, Baba nionyeshe njia zako, nami nitazifuata milele. Nishikilie, gongo lako na fimbo yako vyanifariji.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please welcome His Excellency the President with a lot of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, tumkaribishe Mheshimiwa Rais kwa makofi. May we be upstanding for the national anthem. With your permission, Your Excellency, please may we be seated. Uhuru Kenyatta, the President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Cabinet Secretary present, the Principal Secretary is present, the Group Chairman, Mr. Sheikh Tahir Hassan Ali, and the company directors, my friends Yusuf Abdi, Zoher, Ali, Asgar. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, we are here today to witness the official opening that you've already done. And on behalf of the Chairman and the Board of Directors, Your Excellency, allow me to invite Yusuf Hassan Ali, who will make brief remarks on behalf of the Chairman and the Board of Directors. Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, the representative of His Holiness Kausarbai Sahib Najmuddin, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Jambo. Good morning to all. Wow, what an august gathering we have here today. I, Yusuf Hassan Ali, take this privilege as the eldest of the brothers on behalf of Royal Group of Companies to welcome all of you to this proud event filled with desires, hopes, and dreams that all of us share. A dream doesn't become a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. That is just exactly what each and every one of us are feeling today as we are inaugurating this iconic building, an architectural masterpiece which has created its landmark in Nairobi's skyline. This masterpiece, which is neighbors' envy and owner's pride gets yet another feather in its glorious cap, as it has the privilege of being inaugurated by none other than the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency. Though we have crossed this milestone, there is much more to achieve, and we have raised the bar of our expectations. Today, as we stand in this 34 floors masterpiece, my memories take me back to the visionary of this dream come true project, my late brother, Mr. Shabir Hassan Ali. Again, without the support and partnership of the Wasau family and the late Professor David Peter Wasau, this would never have been possible. It is with deep regret to say that both our visionaries, Mr. Shabir Hassan Ali and Professor David Peter Wasau, are not amongst us today to see the success of the dream project. However, we will always be thankful to both of them to have guided us in the right direction for such great achievements. My brother's favorite saying, chase the vision, not the money. The money will end up following you. True to his saying, legacy is not leaving something for people, but is leaving something in the people. On this auspicious occasion, we humbly bow to our founders, Dr. Sayyidina Muhammad Burhanuddin Sahib of revered memory, and His Holiness Dr. Sayyidina Mufaddal Saifuddin Sahib, who has always guided us on one principle, and that is to be faithful to the country we are residing in. It's their blessings and able guidance that we as a family embarked on our journey from the beautiful coast of Mombasa way back in 1900s with a small, humble beginning, Hakimi Glassmouth, founded by our chairman, Mr. Tahir Ali, and his late brother, Mr. Shabir Hassan Ali. From there, we continued our expansion to Nakuru in 1990. In the year 2008, we ventured into the real estate industry under the banner King's Developers Limited, followed by a chain of other businesses, the recent being Royal Steel Mills in 2018. At this juncture, I would like to quote the landmark speech by Your Excellency in your Vision 2030, which was officially launched in July 2008, where Your Excellency said, and I quote, "The Kenya Vision 2030 is the national development blueprint that aims to reform Kenya into a newly industrializing, globally competitive, and middle-income country, providing a high quality of life to all its citizens by 2030 in a clean and secure environment." Your Excellency, we as Royal Group of Companies have pledged to contribute our little in achieving the 2030 Kenyan vision. In affordable housing, King's Developers Limited, under its 360 affordable housing flagship project, has constructed over 500 affordable houses as our very own CSR venture. Your Excellency, as we talked, we plan for a further 2,000 houses in the very near future. King's Developers would be privileged to be a partner in this noble mission of ensuring houses for all Kenyans. Your Excellency, Royal Group, which once upon a time was among the pioneers in the importing industry, is now envisaging a vision of being the pioneers in exports. King's Manufacturing Limited today is one of the known names in the manufacturing industry. Anything and everything connected with the construction industry is all manufactured in-house. We can proudly say at King's Developers, we enhance quality lifestyle. Sir, in your vision of food security, we have already ventured in agribusiness wherein Royal Horticulture Limited is into processing and packaging of tea and coffee. We look forward to handhold any project you envisage in the field of agribusiness, thus ensuring the fulfillment of your dream. No Kenyan should sleep hungry. In the field of affordable healthcare, we have already made its groundwork for constructing a hospital to provide affordable healthcare. Leadership is not a position or a title. It is action and setting an example. Our contribution in the development of our country makes us proud citizens. As Royal Group of Company today provides employment to more than 2,000 Kenyans. Also, we proudly stand out as a company whose heart and soul is Kenyan. Every dream that we envisage for our vibrant Kenya sees its footprint in this classic project, Prism. Prism is a 5-star corporate business tower in Nairobi. We are taking Kenya to the next level in the world of real estate. As a tribute to this magnificent city, the building is described as a jewel, which yields a spectrum of vivid colors. The 111 offices spread over 27 floors stands tall as an efficient green building. We also won an International Architectural Award in the year 2017 for the same building. With the completion of Prism Towers, we are very proud to have achieved this milestone that has changed the outlook of Kenya, not only in Africa, but to the rest of the world by attaining worldwide recognition across the globe, thus encouraging international investors, companies with first-class facilities and endless opportunities. Today, we celebrate the successful completion of our project. I would like to share the pride with which Prism stands tall but humble, with each and every one of you, right from the government friends to our various stakeholders, staff, and every person associated with the project in one way or the other. On behalf of the Board of Directors and the management of the group, I would like to quote, "When life was tough on us, we were all alone. You all came in and guided us through the ups and downs. Thank you very much. Asanteni sana, and God bless."
Thank you so much, my good friend Yusuf Hasanali, for your candid words and representing the entire group of companies. We don't take it for granted. Your Excellency, it is now my distinct honor and privilege to invite the Cabinet Secretary for Industry, Trade and Cooperatives, Honorable Peter Munya, to invite you, sir.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta, Cabinet Secretaries who are here, I can see Macharia here, the Governor of Nairobi, Bwana Sonko, Majority Leader, Bwana Nduale, and all other invited guests. Your Excellency, before I invite you to speak, let me call the Governor to greet the business community of Nairobi.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, the Chairman of the Royal Group of Companies, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to join you at the inauguration of this beautiful building. Nairobi's skyline is changing rapidly with the construction of hundreds of buildings. Anyone who has not been in Nairobi for the last 10 years will be pleasantly surprised at how the city has turned into a metropolis. Construction of these buildings is a sign that Kenya enjoys stable economy that gives confidence to investors. The government of His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, through the National Treasury and the Central Bank of Kenya, has played an important role in stabilizing the economy. Well done, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nairobi City County government is responsible for issuing permits for the construction of buildings. We have taken a number of steps to improve compliance. First, we have this year reduced the amount of money investors have to pay for a permit. It used to be 1% of the construction cost, but we have reduced this by a half. The planning department has also reduced the time it takes to approve building plans. The technical committee that used to sit once a month now sits every week and approves small plans within 5 days and big plans within 2 weeks. Your Excellency, we are also in the process of developing land use policies and special plans to ensure that Nairobi develops in an orderly and organized way. We are working with the University of Nairobi to come up with development control policies for the whole city. We are also working on a policy specifically for Kilimani area, and just last week, we advertised for residents to give their inputs in the spirit of public participation. As I conclude, let me be clear that we shall continue to take action against buildings that flout planning laws, including those that have been built on riparian land. Nairobi floods because land that used to absorb stormwater has been turned into concrete. We are also going after grabbed land that had been set aside for public utilities, including markets, schools, hospitals, and children's playgrounds. I have directed my officers to recover all of them. We shall not rest until we correct the mistakes of the past and give Nairobi residents the services they deserve. Finally, allow me to congratulate the Royal Group of Companies on the inauguration of this building and wish you success in your business. Thank you very much. May God bless you all.
More round of applause for the governor of Nairobi for the good work he is doing in cleaning our beautiful city and making it brighter and more beautiful to attract more investments and make our state a livable place. Your Excellency, may I take this opportunity to thank you for finding time within your very, very busy schedule to come and inaugurate this landmark building in the city of Nairobi. Your Excellency, when I came, I thought I was in Dubai. When I came to inspect the building yesterday. And Your Excellency, a few things that I've learned about the Vora community when I was waiting for you here and talking to them is that they invest in the country. In fact, this family told me they don't have investment anywhere else other than this country. And they also told me that their spiritual leader advises them to also educate their children in the country. So it is one of the very committed and patriotic community in Kenya, and you can see how they are contributing to the development of this country. The other unique issue, Your Excellency, about this particular building is that the engineers who came from outside the country were only 4 Chinese. The rest of the technical people, 36 of them were Kenyans. So clearly, Your Excellency, that tells we have the skills, the local people have the skills to be able to undertake big projects like this one. All they require is encouragement and support and deliberate effort by the investors also to involve the Kenyan people in the investment they are making. So I wanted to take this opportunity to thank this family for this contribution they are making and your commitment to work with them in making more investments in the housing sector and in the larger economy. So Your Excellency, this is your day. I want to take now this opportunity while I'm being joined by the audience to invite you to speak to this gathering. And I want you all to stand up and give the applause to His Excellency as he comes to address you.
Asante sana. Please be seated. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Or is it afternoon? I'm the one who's late. I apologize. Let me begin by saying how delighted I am to preside over this official inauguration of this very innovative and indeed a unique, eye-catching architectural masterpiece that has come to be called the Prism Towers. Indeed, as many of you are aware, as a government, we have taken various steps to enhance the physical infrastructure and indeed to improve the business environment, not only here in Nairobi, but in Kenya. And I am happy today to note that investors, both local and foreign, are taking advantage of the improved business environment to set up their facilities here, just like our friends have done with Prism Towers, in order to create wealth and employment for our people. So once again, I take this early opportunity to thank the Royal Group for your continued confidence in our country, and in particular the economic and structural policies that we have been implementing to transform our nation, indeed, as you have said, Mr. Chairman, to become a truly middle-income country. Last year, 2017, despite the fact that we were faced with 2 presidential elections, we recorded growth of 4.9%, much higher than the 3.6% of the world output and the 2.6% of sub-Saharan Africa. This encouraging performance in economic growth has continued even into 2018. Provisional estimates of our gross domestic product output indicates that the economy grew by 5.7% during the first quarter of 2018, compared to the 4.8% in a similar quarter in 2017. The construction sector, of which the Royal Group is a major player, was a major driver in this performance, recording nearly 9% growth in 2017. According to the World Bank, Kenya's property industry is the 3rd most developed in sub-Saharan Africa, with assets equivalent to over 2.5% of our country's gross domestic product. To ensure the construction sector maintains this momentum, as part of my administration's reform program to ease the cost of doing business in Kenya, we are also digitizing our land management and ownership systems. Our aim is to facilitate online transactions, fast-track the approval of architectural plans, as Governor Sonko has said, and to automate the assessment and payment of stamp duty. These steps, and indeed the long history of close cooperation between government and private sector, leave us in a particularly good position. What remains now is to build on our achievements so that we can get on with building homes for Kenyans. I am confident in the future of our real estate and construction industry. The current housing deficit in Kenya has been a matter of great concern to my administration and to those that I serve. Indeed, when I was seeking for endorsement for the second term, Kenyans made it clear that they wanted dignified homes. And it is for this reason that I have prioritized, as part of the Big Four agenda, development of affordable housing. Realizing our ambitious goal of 500,000 affordable homes by 2022 will thus require partnership from varied sectors, including the private sector players. And in this regard, even as we congratulate the Royal Group for this tremendous development, we are also encouraging them, as well as other local players, to participate, especially in helping us achieve our objective for housing, especially the social and low-income groups where the demand is most high. So I therefore urge the private sector to seize this opportunity and to play your rightful role. You, as a Royal Group, are already an active player in this space. Ours is to encourage you to do more, and we are there to support you. So too, to other investors in this sector, let us work together. Bring us your expertise, your skill, and your experience, and let us transform together Kenya's prospects. In conclusion, let me once again congratulate all those who have made Prism Towers possible. Your investment has enhanced Nairobi's position as the third most livable city in Africa, and indeed, it has enhanced its attractiveness as an investment destination of choice. I urge other investors to emulate your confidence in the Kenyan economy and our vision for enhancing local content by supporting and investing in various projects under the National Big Four development agenda. Let us work together in the service of Kenya's people. Let me just add 2 points which the governor himself has alluded to. I want to congratulate you and to also encourage Kenyans, big investors, small investors. We are working to create an environment that is enabling for you to do business in a straightforward manner. We are doing everything that we can to discourage corruption, to discourage all these points or choke points where people seek rent for services that are not rendered or services that are supposed to be provided for free. I'm encouraging the county government of Nairobi, as well as our own departments and agencies, that we must clean up our act. We are now in the process, as he has said, of demolishing properties that have been built on riparian land along our riverbeds, a scenario that many of you will note has resulted in flooding and other issues that make Nairobi uncomfortable to its own residents. And we will continue to do so, as the governor has said. We will continue to do so. But equally, for those who made the approvals, we are not just going to punish those who built, because I know in many instances, many of them are claiming they were given permits. But those permits and whatever they were given illegally, but they were given by government officers. So I want to assure you that we are going after all those who issued those permits. Those ones will be prosecuted. Be they county officials, be they lands officials, be they NEMA officials. If they participated in granting illegal permits, they will be prosecuted because they are equally to fault as those who built. So nobody will be left behind, and we will not accept. It is possible to do clean business in Kenya, and this is what we want to encourage. This is what we are desirous of encouraging. Clean business to create wealth. And as we have seen today, it is possible. It is possible. So mine is to encourage you as investors. If people, or you go and seek services, and you find complications in getting services that are supposed to be provided to you as citizens or as investors, let us know, and we will take appropriate action, just as we have done with counterfeit goods, just as we are taking action on corrupt officials. This has to come to an end in Kenya in order for us to be able to achieve the progress and prosperity that we require as a nation and for our people. And we will be working quietly, just as our friends here have been working quietly. It is not those who shout loudest that get things done, but it is the silent warriors in government, in private sector, that are making the changes that this country desires. We don't shout about it. Our friends here didn't shout about it, but here we are today with a building that has transformed the skyline of Kenya. Sio mambo ya kila saa munaamuka na makelele ati ndio mtu aonekana anafanya kazi. Hiyo sio. That's not the way things work. Au namna gani wenzangu? Si namna hiyo. Kazi ni pole pole. Watu wananchi watajionea. Au ni namna gani? And with those very few remarks, it is now my pleasure to declare Prism Towers officially opened. Thank you and God bless you. Asanteni sana.
Asante. Tumpongeze Mheshimiwa Rais kwa makofi mazuri. Tunaweza keti kidogo. Nitaomba mwenyekiti pamoja na wakurugenzi watakupa zawadi ya ishara ya upendo. May we be up? May we be going up? The chairman and the directors would wish to give you a token of appreciation. It's as for crystal chariot. I made to understand it's the world best crystal, all the way from Egypt, as a token of appreciation. Let's appreciate. Thank you. Asante. Thank you. I will invite His Excellency to lead us in cutting the cake, which has the building symbol. So I'll invite His Excellency. Tumpongeze Mheshimiwa Rais anapokata hiyo keki. Asante. Ni ishara ya utendakazi wa Mheshimiwa Rais kama alivyotuahidi. Yeye ni mchache wa maneno lakini mtendakazi. Tumpongeze kwa makofi tena Mheshimiwa wetu Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya kwa kazi nzuri anayoifanyia taifa letu, hususan kuwapa nafasi wawekezaji kama hawa. Anampa mwenyekiti na yeye ana umma yake. Asante. Tumpongeze tena Mheshimiwa Rais. Asante.